Hi, I'm Councilwoman Dahlia Myers, Richland County Councilperson for District 10. Welcome to this month's edition of The Recap.
Two teams of Richland County's students participated in the South Carolina Envirothon in April, putting their environmental know-how to the test.
We are out at the South Carolina Envirothon competition. We have teams of high school students from all across the state who have come in to compete for the chance to represent South Carolina in the national competition. They're being tested in 5 areas of natural resources: soils, wildlife, aquatics, forestry, and a current topic, which this year deals with rangeland management. And Richland County has 2 teams participating. Students from Spring Hill High School and from Westwood High School are out here and hoping to win a prize, take home some scholarship funds. The forestry station, the students are being tested on their ability to identify trees. So to name the different trees that are out here, they have to measure a tree. How tall is it? How big around is it? How much lumber is in it? There's a soil pit where they'll be identifying the different soil horizons. At the wildlife station, they're identifying different types of animals and trying to figure out what do these animals eat, where might they live. So lots of different environmental science topics.
The annual competition is sponsored by the Richland Conservation District. In April, Richland County Community Development and local partners held a conference on fair and affordable housing with a special emphasis on the Latino community. The conference included a poverty simulation to help service providers learn more about the population they serve.
Today we're having a poverty simulation where we've gathered together practitioners from all agencies, walks of life that have come to simulate how on a day-to-day basis individuals that are struggling in poverty have to live. So it gives you a better insight of the clients that we serve.
In my situation with this scenario, I don't have a job and I'm taking care of one child while he's out working, and it's so hard because you have to have transportation, so I have to wait on him to give me the money. So this is actually a great experience. It's showing us how other people live versus how we live. So
we all have an obligation as recipients of federal dollars to do outreach to all of our population, and that includes Hispanic, Asian, and others. And it's our obligation to do outreach and education as it relates to fair housing matters.
The event included information on home ownership basics, housing discrimination, and deferred action for childhood arrivals, known as DACA.
This year, the civil rights effort was related to Hispanic, Latino populations. So we had folks that were in here that were bilingual. We had vendors to come and just help people know about opportunities for them with fair housing and what the laws are.
2 local social equality advocates were honored at the conference. The Modjeska Monteith Simpkins Award for Human Rights was presented to Danny Flores and Lindale Vasquez for their efforts to defend the DACA program.
We do rallies. We go to the State House, we talk to local legislators and our representatives to try to get all of these bills passed to help Dreamers, to help the immigrant community in general.
The conference was held to coincide with National Fair Housing Month. The town of Hopkins held its annual Lower Richland Sweet Potato Festival on April 28th. Council members Dahlia Myers, Norman Jackson, and Chip Jackson read a proclamation honoring the festival and its organizers. The free community event included live entertainment, arts and crafts, carnival rides, and food vendors. The festival is funded by the Richland County Hospitality Tax. The 3rd annual Richland County Employees Safety Week was held in May. A full slate of training classes and activities were offered to promote a safe and healthful workplace.
So this week is the third annual Richland County Employee Safety Week, where we take time to focus on the proactive ways that employees can be safe in the workplace. We encourage things like good ergonomic positions, back safety, heat safety. We're getting ready to go into summertime, so we're focusing a lot on heat injury prevention, and employees get the chance to come out and learn some fantastic information on ways that they can be safer at work and bring that good information back into their work area.
Community Planning and Development Assessor Lisa Peel was named the 2018 Safety Star of the Year for her dedication to workplace safety. Alvin S. Glenn Detention Center staff were honored with a cookout in May to celebrate National Correctional Officer Appreciation Week.
The administrative staff here at ASGDC are just trying to give something back to the officers, so we're just doing a little cookout. Hamburgers, hot dogs, and all the fixings, just to show the officers our appreciation for what they do. I'm just looking at this as a way to let them know and give them an opportunity to relax a little bit and eat some good food and interact with the staff.
Historic Columbia celebrated the reopening of the historic Hampton-Preston Mansion in downtown Columbia. Council members Greg Pierce, Paul Livingston, and Jim Manning helped cut the ribbon on the mansion, which was once home to some of the South's wealthiest planters.
At Historic Columbia, we have a great responsibility of being the stewards of this unique Richland County-owned site. Since reopening the Woodrow Wilson family home in 2014, our organization has shown an unwavering commitment to tell a more complete and inclusive story at all of the sites that we manage. So when you enter the home today, you'll experience renovations that underscore the wealth of the white families who lived here, as well as the extraordinary skill and craftsmanship of the enslaved people who built the house.
Renovations at the site were largely funded by Richland County, including period-appropriate plants and structures in the property's gardens.
The county's $1.3 million investment over the last several years shows their commitment to preserving the tangible elements of our shared past so that it is available to the future.
Hospitality tax money provided us a vehicle to do these kinds of projects. And this, I think, personifies the best of what that hospitality tax money can do.
Richland County officials honored the legacy of the county's first African-American female magistrate on May 11th. A portrait of Judge Hattie Sims was unveiled at the DACA Center in a ceremony attended by fellow judges, family members, and county officials.
We celebrate Judge Sims' dedicated and selfless service to the residents, as well as the preservation to overcome unique challenges she surely must have faced during those years when she held those offices and those challenges that she faced as a magistrate judge and a female African American back in those days.
She was one of Richland County's best examples of how we should all treat people. I am positive that many of the people who walked into her magistrate's courtroom with their dignity in tatters left better people for having known Miss Hattie. Over a 30-year teaching career, she taught more than just reading and writing and arithmetic. She taught people how to live in community.
I think it captures my mother, who was a beautiful lady, a wonderful colleague, friend, and counselor to many.
Richland Recycles Day was held May 12th at the South Carolina State Fairgrounds. County residents began lining up early to dispose of their unwanted junk. Nearly 1,100 vehicles stopped by to drop off waste during the day-long event.
They're going well here at the Richland Recycles Day. This is our annual event to collect recyclable materials, and also has this waste from Richland County residents. People are bringing anything from electronics to paper shredding to household hazardous waste tires, metal, and it's a big event, and had a good participation so far.
As part of the Richland Recycles Day weekend, more than 100 students learned about the importance of recycling and conservation during an education session the previous day.
Today was our Richland Recycles Education Day for our children, 4th and 5th graders. We have been doing this for the last 4 years here at the fairgrounds. It's an educational day on composting, recycling, environmental issues, and it's teaching the children about the recycling. Not only can you recycle, but what's made out of recycling, what you can recycle. And the kids are learning here so they can teach their parents about what to recycle and what not to.
Representatives from local and state organizations presented a variety of topics, from solar energy to soil composition. The Recap is a production of the Richland County Public Information Office. Thanks for joining us this month. Like and follow Richland County on Facebook and Twitter for weather updates, emergency information, and county news. And now, here are some recent statistics from county departments working hard for you.